it's Nikki here, and I was live just a second ago, so sorry about that. I had forgotten to put my headphones in to make sure that the sound is of a reasonable quality. So today, if you're watching, you can give me a big thumbs up to let me know that you're here, and also feel free to make comments and share your experiences with what I'm going to talk about today, which is self-care. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So first, what I want you to know is that you, as the educator, should absolutely be commended for working so hard and for caring so much and for wanting to be and provide the best for your students. As we know, the single most important factor and influential factor in a student's school life or academic life is his or her teacher, 100%. You understand, and that's why you're listening now, you understand the weightiness of that responsibility, but you're finding it hard to kind of balance things out. And you definitely take the responsibility that you have seriously, and you deserve, again, to be commended for that. And I take the responsibility seriously as well. That's why I'm deeply committed to always being better as a teacher and improving. But, right? There's always a but. There are some questions that we should ask ourselves, and here they are. Is our work the only thing that constitutes our value as a person? What aspects of our lives are we sacrificing for the job? Is our job worth our well-being? Or even our lives? If it is, then not to be morbid here, but consider the fact that if you were to be working one day and you're sitting at your desk and then all of a sudden you were to just keel over, right? The bottom line is that you would eventually be wheeled away and a replacement for you would be found possibly as soon as the next day, right? One monkey don't stop no show, as my grandma says. So the question then becomes, where's the balance, right? So I just want you to think about that for a second. Now, first, this is my answer to that question. Where's the balance? First is to recognize and acknowledge any feelings of guilt that you have. Now, for me, guilt is a good thing. Most people hear that word, though, and they go straight to the negative. Guilt for me, though, is a bit different. It pushes me. It pushes me to be better instead of feeling like I haven't done enough. They're two very distinct ideas. So, for example, if I have feelings of guilt, it's because something I've done didn't live up to my standards. And I know that I could have done a much better job. So ultimately, that guilt pushes me to learn more, to refine, to practice, and to be and do better the next time. Guilt for me is a positive experience, one that pushes me towards my goal as opposed to dragging me down. On the negative side, though, guilt can make us feel like we're not doing enough, and we basically become enslaved to the job. But here's the thing. Guilt is one of those funny emotions that honestly can never truly be satisfied, right? You can never satisfy guilt. There is no end game with guilt. It will 100% consume you. It will consume your life. It will rob you of your joy at work and at home with your families. Guilt does not leave any space for you to occupy your time with anything but work. So, what do we do as a result of these feelings? Right? Well, instead of saying, wait a second, this is typically what doesn't happen. Instead of saying, wait a second, I need to have a balanced view about work. I need to get control over my life. I need to stop putting myself last. And maybe in some very extreme cases, I need to stop being a martyr, right? That's what doesn't happen when we feel these feelings of guilt. But here's the thing. Just entertain me for a minute. Society doesn't tell you that you need to be more balanced. Society doesn't tell you to look for the signs of burnout. Society doesn't tell you when to put the computer away. Society doesn't tell you when to rest. Society doesn't tell you to take care of your body and your mental health. Society doesn't tell you when and how to rejuvenate yourself. Society doesn't tell you to stop letting work overwhelm you and rob you of your joy. Society doesn't tell you to take a moment and pause to admire the work that you've done and the achievements that you've made. Society doesn't tell you to set priorities. Society doesn't tell you to make a serious evaluation of your situation. You must demand that of yourself. You must demand that of yourself. So we will continue this conversation in another live. In the meantime, feel free to book a consult with me to learn more and also about my program, and feel free to join my Facebook community for free insider tips. And also remember that this is a scripture from the Bible. It's from Ecclesiastes 2:24. It was written by, or stated by, Solomon. And he said, there is nothing better. This is where I want to leave you. There is nothing better than that a man should eat and indeed drink and cause his soul to see good because of all his hard work. So I will see you on the next live video, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.